this is actors that busted their ass to get in shape for a movie role. We listed them top 10. I haven't seen his list. He hasn't seen my list.
Nope.
But I'm actually surprised we've never actually done this. Even because we'll mess around all the time and
we talk about it
and make lists on our own
or debate on who's.
But we've never made a list of as surprising as much as we love movies and as much as we love working out and stuff. We've never done a list like this before.
Well, now we got one.
Yeah, and for your viewing pleasure, get to watch it. So there's absolutely going to be no information or informative content or value on this video.
This is definitely a dude episode. So if you're a guy and you grew up, especially if you're like us, you got into the gym because of I don't know if you weren't. I got into the gym for wrestlers because wrestlers had this godlike physique.
There was an actor that got me into the gym, and it's on this list, so don't worry about that. I'll explain that. But we're going to list our top 10 physiques of actors getting ready for movie roles, essentially. So actors getting in shape for a movie, for a specific role. And I need to explain that because I already know if I didn't clarify that, somebody's gonna flip out because I don't have Arnold Schwarzenegger on here.
Oh, I didn't put Arnold on it.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a bodybuilder that became an actor. He didn't get into that shape for a movie role. Do you want to kick it off with number 10?
Sure.
Or do you want me to kick it off? Fucking fly.
I can kick it off.
Number 10 for Will.
For my number 10, I'll be shocked if you have this one. I got Will Smith in iRobot.
I do not have that one.
So here's the thing about why I chose iRobot. So iRobot came after Ali, so he was already muscled up for Ali, but it came before I Am Legend, which he was really lean for. So he had a good combination of size and leanness in iRobot. Yeah, go back and watch it. Because I bet you haven't seen that movie in a while.
I mean, it's been a minute, but
dude, he's in
that was a good movie, actually, though. And something to clarify for this: if we use an actor once, they can't show up on the list again.
Yeah.
So the actor in their best form, that's the one to go with. But yeah, no, I always liked that movie. It's been a minute though.
It's a good movie. I love that. I love that.
But yeah, no, he was in good shape, but
you haven't seen it. You gotta go back and watch it.
I don't know. I mean, I remember when he was doing the pull-ups and shit.
No, that's I Am Legend. You're thinking I Am Legend. He's lean. He's really small. He's ripped, but he's not.
He does the pull-ups behind the head. That's iRobot.
No, it's not. It's I Am Legend.
I think you're wrong.
No, you can't even deny this movie. I've seen both those movies a lot. He's in the house doing those pull-ups behind his back because he's jogging on the treadmill first with his dog next to him, and then he's doing the pull-ups in the house.
We're going to have to check 5-0 that one.
Yeah, I'm going to win. I just saw iRobot not too long ago.
Oh. The whole thing, or did you start halfway in?
No, I mean, I kicked it on right when it started.
It's in the beginning that he does it.
And it was kind of playing in the background.
Yeah. All right. I'm pretty sure it's iRobot. But all right, my 10. I feel like you should have this on. I feel like I'm gonna say this and you're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, I totally forgot about that guy." And because this is, I'm pretty sure you love this movie. It was a good movie. Jake Gyllenhaal, Southpaw.
Ooh, no, he was on my list, but I didn't put him in my top 10.
Dude, he was lean as shit for that.
Oh, he's shredded.
I almost went Prince of Persia instead.
Oh, that's one I forgot. Oh, that would have made my top 10.
See, but the thing is I think he's the same size in Southpaw, but he's leaner. Or he's the same size in Southpaw. He wasn't Prince of Persia, but he's just leaner. That's why I went with Southpaw.
I mean, you can't go wrong with either one, but I like Prince of Persia. He was in damn good
That's
shape.
like a forgotten movie too.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Should have got a sequel, but
nobody talks about that.
Yeah, because not enough people saw it.
All right, I'll go 9.
All right.
Sticking with boxing. Sylvester Stallone, Rocky 4.
Was in my honorable mentions.
So I gotta put him on here because if we're talking about movies or actors getting in shape for movie roles, that's the epitome of what Rocky's about. You look at Sly in Rocky 1, he wasn't like that. Like these
No,
Rockies
plain
went
Jane.
on, he freaking he hit it hard to get in shape for these movies. Rocky 4, he was like
Yeah, Rocky 4 was the epitome.
etched. He was fucking etched.
He was etched in 3, but I feel like he had, I don't know, I feel like he might have been a little bit bigger in 4, but still kept that, like, just straight
And,
shirtness.
I mean, dude, the training montages, man. If we're talking about movie
So-
roles that get you geeked, you know, that leave an impression on you when you watch it,
Yeah,
how you not going to put Rocky in?
this is the reason I didn't put him on there, because as, like, shredded as he was, I guess maybe at that time I didn't equate, like, don't get me wrong, like, it was motivating, but, like, he was, like, 150 pounds. Like, he's so small.
Well, he's 9 on the list here.
So that's why, like,
But just from an iconic standpoint and what it stands for.
so, like,
Dude,
the
he
way,
created the training montage.
so a lot of my list was, like, when I watched that movie, did it make me, like, be like, damn, I want to look like that? That's kind of how I judge my list.
I judge mine on, like, yeah, I want to look like that, or like, damn, I want like that. I want to go train hard now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, we worked out to the Rocky 4 soundtrack for like 12 years.
Yeah, that was the very first soundtrack I listened to.
How do you not watch a Rocky montage and then want to go freaking balls to the wall?
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. I definitely don't disagree with you putting them on the list.
All right, what's your 9?
Number 9, I guarantee you don't have this one on there. And again, this is one where, like, I saw it, I was like, damn, dude, like, I'd look like that. And I give this guy credit for this, because pretty sure he didn't maintain this shape after this movie. Daniel Craig, Casino Royale, the first Bond he did.
Okay, based off of what you just said and watching a movie making you, man, I want to look like that. You have that on your list?
Yeah. Dude, he put on some mass.
He was in good shape, but like, dude.
I like that look. He had that athletic physique, but like he could still move. He had muscle. He was still
Yeah, he looked good. Don't get me wrong, but top 10?
Yeah. I dig that. I dig that look.
I don't know about top 10. I mean, that didn't even cross my mind.
Dude, when I first saw that, dude, go watch. When was the last time you watched that movie?
I actually watched Casino Royale not that long ago because I think,
Dude, he was thick.
the last
He
time.
was thick.
Yeah, no, he was in good shape. The last time I got COVID, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna watch all the Bonds because I'm like way behind. And I watched I think I just watched the first one. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch all these and binge all these. So, but I watched the first one. Yeah, like when he's fucking getting up out of the water, walking on the beach and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in good shape. But like, I don't look at that and be like, oh my god, I don't want to wear.
I liked it. Oh, I guess I'm up next.
You have very just like modest standards.
I like attainable and maintainable. As in, like, Rocky 4, you ain't, like, unless he's legitimately like, stage ready. Like, you'd have to walk around, like, that is not something you can attain and maintain.
Yeah, but the list is like the most
I get it.
impressive physiques of an
Okay.
actor. Like,
Well-
an actor doing that for a movie role is extremely impressive because he's not a bodybuilder.
All right, well, I get it, but that's just how I work. All right, number 8 is,
Will Ferrell and the other guys.
oh my god.
It's attainable, man. He's 6'4". He's pretty tall. He's got...
Dude, Will Ferrell, I don't think, has ever been in shape in his life.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
All right, number 8. This is one that I put on here because when you see it, you're just like, holy shit. I gotta go hit the weights. And it's The Rock and Fast 5. He's been in better shape, but he is so massive in that movie that it's just like overwhelming.
So that was 8 for you, huh?
That was number 8.
So he's number 4 on mine.
I mean, that's not surprising. You're all about being as big as possible.
So the reason, the reason he's number 4 on mine is because when we saw that movie, and I mean, Fast and the Furious, it doesn't get more Die Hard between like for Fast and the Furious than us, right? So we're like super big into Fast and Furious. So we were like The Rock entering the Fast and the Furious franchise was literally like telling us Santa Claus was real. like we couldn't believe it because we were like the biggest Rock fans from like WWF and stuff. And then when he's coming into literally like a movie like
our favorite movie of all time,
the movie franchise that like really like started like our close bond together. It was unreal. It was like surreal almost. But still, like when that came out and he first got on screen, I don't think I've ever seen a more imposing figure in a movie.
That's what I mean.
Like he's got that tight ass Under Armour shot. His fucking arms are like the size of the lady's body that he's talking to. Like it's nighttime. I remember the scene. The nighttime is like the airport or some shit. Yeah. Like
really necessary to apprehend Wu Ming.
Let me tell you something about these two men. One's a former federal officer, been in deep cover for 5 years, knows.
Dude, I saw my jaw dropped. I was like, holy shit. Because too, like that was like social media stuff was around, but like you weren't getting all
that was. Dude, I attribute these actors and stuff getting into social. The Rock started that.
Oh yeah.
It was right at that time when he took that role and he came back to wrestling, like whatever after being gone for. He was like on social media and he like kind of started that.
Yeah, but like you didn't see as much as you do now, right? So like we knew he was in it, and we didn't watch the trailers because we don't want to spoil anything. And like you have a preconceived notion of what The Rock looks like from his prior movies and stuff that we've watched, but he took it to another level for that.
Yeah,
and he was
every bit of 300 pounds.
Massive, dude.
Every bit of 300 pounds.
He was massive. Oh my god! What year did that come out?
That was
They're on 9 right now.
I want to say that was. Oh crap!
It was after 2010.
Was it?
It had to have been. There's no way I was still in high school.
Want me to look it up?
I'm gonna go with.
We need a Joe Rogan Jamie that can just like hurry up and look shit up for us while we talk.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We're gonna get on. Let's get on that level. Hey, people, share the shit.
I'm gonna say 20. I'm gonna say 2012.
Close. 2011.
Shit. All right. But yeah. So that's why he's 4 on mine because I've never seen a more imposing. Like I said, yeah. Has he been leaner? Yeah, for sure. Like, but dude, he was massive.
Yeah.
His arms, legit size of my freaking legs. All right, my number 8. Chris Evans, the first Captain America.
First Avenger.
Yeah.
That's your number 8?
Yeah. Is that higher for you?
Yes. Not by much though.
Yeah, he is yoked in that movie.
Yeah, he's. I didn't realize it until like years later when I went and watched it again.
He's out of all the Captain America's and Avengers movies, that's his top shape.
Oh, easily.
Like he's at least size-wise.
No, easily.
He was huge for that one.
Yeah, he's big but still lean.
He got lean.
He's a lean guy regularly though.
He got definitely more of like a slender, athletic build in the later ones, but he was just like he was probably straight, just bulking because he's not super. He's actually decently lean. I think he's naturally like a lean guy, like Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he's very lean.
And I'm sure like you don't really get a good look at him besides when he first comes out of that like chamber shit.
Yeah, he never has another shirtless scene in any of the.
But I guarantee he pumped up hardcore for that scene, which definitely adds to it. But yeah, no, he had a good frame in that. He was yoked.
Yeah, I put him. He's at my 6, so not too far, much further down.
That's just your Captain America bias.
Yeah, Cap's my favorite. So
yeah, well, Hulk's my favorite, and Mark Ruffalo is not on my list.
Well, Edward Norton, man.
Fucking Mark Ruffalo. Speaking of event, I mean, they fucked the Hulk up bad.
Yeah, well, in the very last one, absolutely.
Well, yeah, but even the first Avengers movie, he had like flab, man. Why did he have flabby stuff? How do you go from the Incredible Hulk to Mark Ruffalo Hulk, and he's like...
That's probably why they did it.
Come on. The Hulk shouldn't have an ounce of fat on. Whose turn is it? It's my turn to go first.
Yeah, because that was your number 8?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you're number 7.
My number 7. I mean, he's got to be on the list, right? He's the reason we started this list in the first place, but not for Love and Thunder. If you saw the trailer for Thor Love and Thunder, then you know that he's probably, once that movie comes out, he'd probably be number 1 on this list because from the little bit that we saw from that, he's like,
He would be number 1.
he's probably the best combination of size and lean. Like, he's huge and he's still lean as shit. So, but I have him in Ragnarok for number 7.
Wow, that's low. I got him way higher. So he was my number 2.
Man, I can't wait to get into the rest of these. I mean, you know that The Rock is 4 for me.
So Hemsworth is my 2 for Ragnarok.
Wow, that's high.
Dude,
That is high.
he was yoked for that. I mean, he's big and he's still lean. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not like he is in this new one, but I mean, he's still pretty up there. So yeah, he was my 2. Yeah, but like it's not an overwhelming bigness. Like he still has an athletic frame, which is good.
Yeah, he's definitely got the frame for it. And what I like about Hemsworth, more than, I mean, you could say this for probably, I mean, out of the 10 people on my list, maybe 30% of these guys actually stay in shape. Hemsworth's always in shape.
Yeah, Hemsworth lives the lifestyle.
Yeah, which I love. And, like, I give him props for that, for sure. But a lot of these other guys, they get in shape and they let themselves go, which pisses me off. Like, you ain't got to stay that good in shape, but,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, The Rock, obviously, is always in shape. I mean, Sylvester Stallone's, like, 87, and he's still, he's still freaking in shape. But, yeah, that was my 7. What was your 7?
So my number 7 is Christian Bale, Batman Begins.
Dude, that's Daniel Craig in 007. Like, it's the
Dude,
same,
that's-
and Will Smith and iRobot. Like, all 3 of those guys,
Dude.
I'm going to put the 3 of them next to each other in this video.
So
They all look the same.
No, it's not. So if you take a lot of people want to say Christian Bale, like American Psycho, because he's shredded, and he's still got muscle, but he's shredded in American Psycho, dude. So he still has some nice leanness in Batman Begins, but he's pretty yoked. He's yoked.
You want blueberry?
But he is yoked in Batman Begins.
See, he's just thick to me.
Yeah, I like that look, man. It's attainable. It's maintainable.
It's attainable.
I don't.
I mean,
I don't need to be shredded, nor do I want to be shredded because I just don't want to live that strict.
they're all attainable, William. Obviously, people
No,
did
he's
it.
still lean though. It's not like he's he's still lean. He's probably around like 12% body fat, maybe even less.
Yeah, he's in good shape. But I think you're not even mentioning the most impressive. Or was it the second one? When he had to come back from that pianist? I think it was for the second.
No, it was Batman Begins.
Was it back then?
Yeah, that I think that's
That's
part
the
of-
most impressive part.
I think that's the part that
What he came from to get
yeah
to
in
put
a
that size on.
short amount of time too. I think it was only like
But you
6
need to
months.
fact check that. I think it's the second. Because that's why he wasn't as big for the second one.
No, I'm pretty sure it's vice versa.
Oh, here we go again.
So, Batman Begins, the pianist? No, the mechanist or machinist.
Oh yeah, machinist. Pianist, I think, was Adam Brody.
Yeah. So the machinist came out in 2004.
Oh yeah.
Batman Begins 2005.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah.
So that was my number 7. So well, my number 6 was Evans. So
All right. My number 6. I think I'm gonna get shit for this one.
oh boy.
Zac Efron, Baywatch.
Ah, fuck! I knew it.
Dude, that dude probably took years off his life to get in that kind of shape.
Dude, I'm not taking it. Like he did. He was.
He looked terrible in the face, like in that movie. Like he looked like he aged himself probably, I don't know, 10 years. But
he was about as cut as you're gonna get.
yeah, like he was probably so depleted and dehydrated while shooting that. But
I think he
dude,
says in an interview like how bad he felt.
oh, dude, he was shredded. Like, the reason he's there though is because I understand the amount of work that takes to get there, and like you see that, and you can really admire when you see something like that. Like, not attainable, Like,
Yeah, like
hey, Daniel Craig hit the gym 3 times.
yeah,
a
but
week.
that's the difference. So like, I watched Daniel Craig in Casino Royale, and I was like, damn, dude, I want to be in that shape. When I saw Zac Efron on Baywatch, I was like, I had no, like, that didn't make me want to go work out or even like watch what I ate. I was just like, damn, he's like, I respect it, I give him props, but like, it didn't motivate me. Like, that wasn't motivating.
I think clearly we just have different,
Oh yeah, well that's what's good. If we agreed on everything, this would be a boring ass fucking
a different
YouTube video.
like a different syllabus or method of grading. But
So that was
6.
Oh, that was your 6. Okay, so no.
Yeah, that was 6
So whose turn is it to go now? Number 5.
years.
All right, so
Yeah, because 6 was your cap. Technically, it'd be my
I'd
cap.
be kind of surprised if you had this one on here. I don't think you will. Brad Pitt, Troy.
No.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I got Brad Pitt, Troy. Dude,
I have Brad Pitt, Troy, but not Zac Efron. Like,
dude, Brad Pitt and Troy. Go on, dude. He
I don't have time to watch all these movies like you.
dude, Brad Pitt and Troy, in my opinion, might be one of like my favorite physiques. Seriously, we're sounding like such homos right now, but like that might be one of my favorite physiques because he's got a 6-pack. He's still shredded, but he put on very visible muscle. Like it's like he kept his leanness and gained 0 fat. Just he gained pure muscle in that.
Yeah.
And he's like again, he's thick.
Great movie, too.
Oh, phenomenal.
You get bonus points for the iconic character. Achilles is the shit. That was 5 for you, huh?
That was 5.
My 5. As I said, alluded to earlier, the reason I started lifting the way that I lifted, like this was a total shifting
Oh, I already know who it is.
turning point
I already know who it is.
for me.
Number 5, eh?
Henry Cavill, Man of Steel. I was all about being shredded and lean and stuff until I saw that movie, and then because if you look at him in Immortals, he's just super freaking lean. Like he's shredded as shit, but he's like 160 pounds maybe. Like just real slender. And then in Man of Steel, for me and him we got similar build, right? He's kind of long arms. And then saw Man of Steel, plus I love superhero movies and I love Superman. Superman's one of my favorites. And I saw like, oh shit, like he beefed up, man. Like that's cool. And that's what got me being like, hey man, he was lean like I was, and then he got big. And that's what kind of got me into like wanting to do that. And I ended up getting involved with Jim Jones at that point, and like it all just snowballed and took off from there. And like, you know, the trajectory of my not only my physique and lifting style, but really my entire career kind of shifted at that point because I completely bought into like Jim Jones and like their methodologies of training and stuff, and it really just led down a completely different path of what I was originally on. So like that was a huge shifting turning point in my whole life, really. And it started because
That's why I'm surprised it's your 5.
Henry Cavill got fucking yoked for Man of Steel.
Dude, I have him at 3. Like, I have him at 3.
Yeah. I mean,
So, like, I look at that role and, like, again, like, to me, and I couldn't even say he does it, because he literally walks around, like, looking like that most of the time.
he lives it. He lives it.
He's in that kind of shape.
Cavill loves
Like,
it.
maybe not quite as lean, but he holds that muscle well.
Like, you watch Witcher, he's still huge.
Yeah.
He's yoked.
Like, like that, his physique in that is, like, that to me would probably be my ideal, like, what I would, like, walk around and still live a good life, but, like, still look imposing.
He said he was 185 in Man of Steel.
Well,
And like Witcher and shit, he's probably like 190, 195. He's just as big. He's probably just not as lean.
so,
But
that's your number 5. That's crazy.
yeah,
That was my number 3.
mad props for Cavill. You think I can throw this blueberry and catch it in my mouth?
No, you're terrible at that.
Oh shit.
Told you. Alright, so, number 4. I would be shocked if you didn't have him. But you might not. I don't know. So my number 4 is Gerard Butler, 300.
He's on mine. You're a blueberry?
No, is that the one you just dropped on the ground?
Gerard Butler is your number 4.
Yeah.
He's my number 3.
Wow.
So
I mean, let's just look at like that movie was just a pivotal. I don't know I mean, the movie 300 was badass, but like the way all those guys got in shape, they kind of put a lot of things on the map. I feel like after that, like the way they trained kind of got around, and then everybody thought like that's how you got to train.
Yeah, I mean that was like a whole. It was almost like a culture. Like there was just like there was a whole. It was like a buzz around it. Like it had like it was almost like a living thing, right? Like the 300 and like what these guys were doing and getting in shape for this movie. Because Gerard Butler was kind of known, right? He was kind of like a known, and I feel like this is probably one of the first times ever that like an actor completely transformed like what they looked like. Like you never really.
Oh yeah, no.
Like I feel like this was probably one of the first times ever that like, an actor got like big recognition for like getting in shape.
Well, because he went total like 180. Like,
yeah, like it was insane. And
I shouldn't say that. So right before that movie, he did Tomb Raider, and you can see he's got like a good base. Like I would say he's an in shape guy, but not nothing like what he did for 300.
Yeah, no, like it's a totally different level. But the thing too is, and why I have him ahead of like Cavill and The Rock, like so my 4 was Rock for Fast 5, is he doesn't have a shirt on the entire movie.
That's true.
Like literally every scene he is in, he doesn't have a shirt on. So like he had to maintain that. Like a lot of these guys, you see this shit, like they'll peak for a scene that they're shirtless scene and shit, but he had to sustain that over the whole fucking shoot.
Yeah.
Like, and they lived like I said, I got involved with Jim Jones and stuff after a lot of the stuff. So like I was able to talk to those guys, and like they were doing stuff on set. They were like and like the whole nutrition stuff, and they all did it together. Like even Zack Snyder did it with them. All the actors and stuff. He did the same program as all of them. Did all the workouts with them, and like the nutrition that they did for those guys, like they tried to make it as close to kind of what they would have ate like back then. Like they literally gave them like just enough to really get by. Like there was no indulgences, and like it was a lot of just foods and stuff that they would have access to back then. Like it was pretty cool how they did it. And then the whole 300 workout that got all the publicity and stuff, and people thought that that's what they did every day. But no, like only the actors that proved themselves worthy enough to even attempt that workout were able to do that workout. And like the standard, I want to say, was like 17 minutes. So, but yeah, no, and I saw an interview too with Gerard Butler, and there's another reason why I love that so much, and it's my favorite movie of all time. But he like pushed for that role. Like he had to go. He had to go to the head of the studio, like, and he had to like
convince them.
He had to like, yeah, he went after it. Like he wanted that role, and he completely, like he said, like he adopted like the Leonidas mindset. Like he tried to become him. Like
he did, because like.
It's one of the best performances of all time.
I couldn't imagine anybody else in that role.
One of the best performances of all time. Like, you want to talk about just, like, you got Heath Ledger, Joker, and, I mean, you put Gerard Butler, Leonidas. I mean, I don't even, like, they're, like, in a league of their own. I don't even know who else you could.
Without question.
Like, for iconic performance, who else you could put up there, but that just completely, took the role on. But, so that was your 4?
That was my 4.
My 4 was Rock for Fast 5. My 3 is Gerard Butler for 300.
My 3 was Cavill for Man of Steel, so we already covered that.
All right, so now it's back to me for number 2.
Yeah. We already got my number 2.
Who's your number 2?
Mine was Hemsworth for Ragnarok.
Oh, that's right. All right. Number 2.
Some new blood here.
Tom Hardy, Warrior.
Ooh, he's on my honorable mention.
It
was hard for me not to put him in because that's my favorite movie of all time.
Dude, he's big. He's lean as shit. He's got the biggest traps you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah, it's like he just worked his neck out.
But he also like did all that fighting and shit too.
Yeah.
Like he trained 4 times a day. Like talk about taking it on, dude. Like, and not to mention just that movie's phenomenal. Like,
yeah, that movie doesn't get enough credit.
Dude, even like when he's on the beach and he's in like a long sleeve white shirt, like, dude, his back is just like.
Well, what's funny is
it's insane.
And that's being hunched over. His posture's like this the whole like he has that like ghetto slouch.
But dude, yeah, like he totally like that was like that's. I mean, it's number 2 on my list, obviously. So
yeah.
No, I can't believe that's not even on your list.
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, he's on my big list, but when I was like putting him down, I was like, God, dude, how do I put him in here? And I don't know. Yeah. And what's fucked up too is like MMA is like my favorite. I'm a huge fight fan.
And
like,
Warrior's your favorite movie.
Warrior's my favorite movie. So maybe I should bump. Maybe Hemsworth shouldn't even make my list. I should just bump it.
You're gonna take the dude off at 2? You're gonna take Hemsworth off, but not fucking.
I could redo
Daniel
it.
Craig.
I could redo it. But no. Yeah, no, I can't argue with Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy, like, yeah, just the performance aspect, what he's actually able to do physically, and then just the finished product, like on screen, is freaking awesome. It's phenomenal. Like, and that movie's phenomenal too. Super underrated. Might be one of the most underrated, best kept secrets of all time.
Yeah,
as far as movies go, nobody knows about that movie.
No, it's unbelievable.
But phenomenal movie. All right. Well, obviously we got the same number 1.
Yeah, number 1's like pretty much a fucking layup. I mean, I mean, you can't. It's Hugh Jackman.
Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past. Wolverine. Like, absolutely peeled.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely peeled. Fucking veins in his belly button. Like it's
dude,
just.
Yeah. And Hugh was the first. Like we said, Gerard was the first kind of actor that got recognized and did that, but Hugh was the first one that so over multiple movies and roles, like just kept trying to raise the bar, and it was like the first one for really like superheroes.
Yeah.
He set the standard for these superhero guys to get their shit in gear.
Hugh Jackman is the godfather of like the actors superhero, like that genre of like, hey, like we're gonna look like superheroes. Because if you look at, I feel like in the first X-Men, nobody really knew what to expect. He probably got the role, but like didn't really know what to do. But if you look at the transformation from X-Men to X2, that's where he made his biggest jump.
He was just like a normal dude in X-Men.
He's jacked in it. I almost put him in for X2 because of that jump that he made, and like he really took it on. But then you see Future Past,
and it's really just the one scene. But
he prepped for that.
It was like a 3-day prep.
Yeah.
For that one scene.
Well, I read too that something happened. I don't know if this is true, but this is what I read. Something happened, and the director was like, "Oh, we're not going to shoot this scene today. We got to shoot it tomorrow." And I guess Hugh Jackman's like, "I don't give a fuck what happened. We're shooting this scene today, so whatever the fuck you got to do, get in here and do it." Because I guess he was depleted, and he's like, "I'm not doing this another day."
Yeah.
And he was like, so they actually had to come in and like they made everybody shoot that.
The movie's not very good.
No, it's terrible.
The movie's not good, but just go watch that scene if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible. And Hugh he's one of those dudes that like stays fit all the time. Like he loves lifting, he loves working out.
Yeah, he's always in good shape.
Yeah, and I mean Wolverine's just a badass character too. So, he kind of, a lot of times when I think of these superhero characters, like I think about them in the comic book form, but when I think of Wolverine, I think of Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, easily.
Like he made that character, man. Like, and the same thing with Thor. That's what Hemsworth did too. Like I don't think about the comic book Thor. I think about Hemsworth is Thor. Like they embodied the character and they did it right. But yeah, that's it. That's the top 10. All right.
Yeah, like
the only thing after doing this out loud, I would probably flip Cavill and Rock. I'd probably put after I sat there and did it out loud and just went down memory lane. I'd probably have Cavill at 4, Rock at 5.
So yeah, I would definitely probably, if we did this again, even though I had him on my original list, like I would definitely put Tom Hardy in there. I didn't really think of it from the aspect of like everything else surrounding it, like MMA. But here's one that kind of neither one of us had, which I thought maybe you would have him on there, but Ryan Reynolds and Blade Trinity.
No, because I just watched that movie not that long ago, and I was watching, so I was like,
but at the time,
yeah, at the time,
we thought he was we thought that was the epitome of like,
yeah, we thought that was the greatest physique ever created. Like we're like, oh my god, like. Then I watched it, I'm like, dude, I'm like I'm leaner than him right now. Like it's not to. I mean, he's in good shape. Don't get me wrong, but
And then
not the hype that we gave him at the time or to make the list.
I also wanted to put him in there, but I couldn't. Is Momoa for Aquaman?
Yeah, I thought of him, but again,
Especially because he's our boy and all. Like like we have that relationship with him. Like
we worked out with him once.
yeah, we worked out with him once. No big deal.
Yeah. And I have no picture to prove it because I thought I was gonna be that cool guy.
Yeah.
But no, he's gonna appreciate me not asking for a picture, thinking I don't know we're gonna become friends or something.
Well, it's one of those
after
things. Well, we screwed up because we should have got it right when he came in.
Yeah.
And instead, he was into his workout. We were into our workout. He came in as we were working out, and then he started his workout. And it's like by the time we were done, we're like, we're not gonna interrupt.
And it was
this workout.
before he was like huge too.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, he was
before
known.
Aquaman. Yeah, he was known for like Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
But that's not even like a big role. He did Conan. No one saw Conan.
Which is a very underrated movie.
It's solid. I liked it. Who else is on your honorable mentions?
That was it. I already said throughout the video the other.
One of these days, I'm gonna train an actor that gets put on this list. You know, I always said that was my stretch goal. Like my stretch, like my big, hairy, audacious goal or whatever, my BHAG, was to train an actor for a movie. But I think I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna make it a goal.
Love to train an actor.
I want to train an actor for a movie.
I mean, you gonna go to Hollywood? It's gonna be hard to get your name known here in Rochester,
I
Michigan.
mean, with the internet now,
I mean, possible.
who knows? But I mean, this is what I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use you as a poster child.
I mean, I can act.
No.
I'll
Talk
just say,
about body transformation.
I get it.
I don't think you can act.
Dude, I can act. Dude, you ever seen my montage?
No, I haven't. I would like to see it though. You mean your not a montage? It's your
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
oh, it's like a roll tape or some shit like
Yeah.
that, or a reel. It's your reel. You see my reel? You take my reel?
Oh, dude, you know who else we forgot? Should have been on our top 10.
Who?
Probably Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
I mean, when you said Hugh Jackman was the first one, I was like, well, technically Spider-Man was first, and he did get in good shape.
Dude, he was. So I watched that. The only reason I say this is because it was just on, and I had it on. I wasn't watching it, but I put it on in the background, and that scene came on, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, I remember when we watched it, I was like, dude, he's shredded. Like, dude, he's not. I mean, he's legitimately. I mean, he's in good shape, but it's not.
Well, I mean, for a comedian that came off of SNL, it's impressive what he did. Anything else?
Nope. I think that's it.
Whose list do you like more? Okay. Comment on it. However you're gonna communicate it. Cause I feel like my list was way better. You had like the same guy like five times.
Dude,
Will Smith, Daniel Craig, and Christian Bale. Literally, I mean, I don't have them side by side right now, but in my head, they all. I mean, Will Smith's black, so obviously his skin's different. But if you cut all their heads off and put them side by side, they all look the same.
We need to get pictures when you edit this video. You need to like pop up the pictures.
Yeah, I'm planning on it. It might.
I'll send you mine.
It might take me a year to do it.
I'll send you my guy.
So I'm not send you. You have a guy that does it?
No, I'm saying I'll send you pics of my guys that I want you to show.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I can edit the video. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for you.
Okay, you can do it then.
We'll see.
It's payment for the program and diet that you're on right now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, let us know whose list is better. I have a feeling I'm going to win that for sure.
I mean, you guys Zac Efron on your list. I mean, that right there knocks you down about 5-10 points.
Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah, and
Comment.
Yeah, comment and let us know whose list is better, aka mine.
Throw some other people that we might have forgot.
Yeah, and let us know. But yeah, that's good. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. Can't believe Daniel Craig on there.
Oh, dude, I like that. That's not.
You see this dude walking. This is the same movie.
That's not the movie.
It is the movie.
No, it's not. That's a paparazzi pic on like the ocean. Or
No,
something.
it's not.
That is not the same movie.
This is the movie.
There's not a scene where he's in
Right
his
there.
black underwear. Yeah, there you go.
You're seeing this dude walking on the beach, and you're like, "Fuck, dude, I want to look like that guy."
Yeah, he's pretty jacked.